ship is over that point. Thank you. So we may, if you need to slow down as we're getting there, whatever you need to do.
Oh, there's a siphonophore.
Yeah, we should be good. Thank you.
I think.
Great, thanks.
Salps.
Man, he...
Yeah, thanks. It would.
I think we're running into a few blue water invertebrates. You saw either some like siphonophores or salps or something. Those long, thin strings like that.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Read you loud and clear.
1, 3. Check 1, 3. Just doing our system checks here. Argus and video.
Oh, that's those are siphonophores for sure.
Gabby's going to tell us all about what 11,000 means or whatever it is. What is your name of your vessel, Gabby? What's the name of your vessel?
I'm sorry?
Your boat.
My boat.
Your personal boat.
Your boat.
My personal boat.
Yeah.
Cloud 52.
Cloud 52. I was close, 11,000.
Yeah.
I was really close.
We haven't gotten into 5 digits yet. Jeez, I can't tell.
What you looking at?
Is there a light off or something?
What my, I'm just messing with the iris a little.
You
Porch?
got porch light?
Oh, that would be nice.
You want a little porch light on that axis?
Oh, there we go.
Beautiful beauty.
Maximus.
I got too much light.
No, it's awesome.
All good? Oh, right.
Now I have too much light.
Cut it off?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Oh, this is so cool. Hi to Lloyd Godson in Australia, one of our members of our Corps of Exploration.
Oh, there's a fish.
Tuning in. Hey. Oh, sneak attack fish right there.
A blue water fish. Pretty rare.
So just a little microphone switch up in the back row. All set now.
If you guys see these vertical lines in the water column, those things are siphonophores.
Tell me more.
It's been a long time since I've learned siphonophore biology. I think I'm going to let down whatever marine biology professor I have who's listening. Are they... No, they're not cnidarians. Are they chordates?
They are.
They're colonial organisms. They're kind of more closely related to us than any of the other invertebrates we're seeing because they're in the same phylum as us, phylum Chordata, but they're invertebrates. They don't have spines, and they have a notochord. What's a notochord, Scott?
Scott's muted.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
Okay.
It's just kind of a column that bisects an organism, and kind of like our spine or our spinal cord. Just kind of a generic name for that.
What else are we seeing in the water column?
We're seeing a lot of marine snow.
What's that mean?
What is marine snow?
Detritus.
Well, you can see all this snow falling down. It's snow in the water.
This is all kind of organic material, some decaying matter from up above the water column.
So marine snow falls really slowly. Stuff's really light, and it takes a long time to reach the ocean floor, but it provides a lot of nutrients to the bottom of the ocean. So as the water circulates, and it takes a long time for water that submerges in the North Atlantic to get over to California, but by the time this old water gets to California and comes up with upwelling, it's got a lot of this marine snow that's come down, and it's really nutrient rich, and so that's one of the reasons why the water off California is so nutrient rich and home to a lot of fish.
Yeah, it supports a lot of biodiversity. The dander for the seas, I think.
Nice.
I like to think I'm supporting the biodiversity of my room when I scratch my head.
Dust mite
Yeah, you probably
biodiversity. Probably.
Probably are.
You don't like that number?
It's why I always, I mean, whenever we talk about like environmental DNA, I
yeah.
use the
Oh.
same description. The
For
fact
sure.
that like you're shedding off your skin cells right now. And if there was, if we lived in a water-filled environment that actually kind of captured those instead of just having it sink to the
I wonder how
ground.
long some of this stuff takes to get to the bottom.
Some of this, like the snow?
Yeah.
Take years. I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Something on the order of 10 years for the smallest particles. Larger things fall a lot faster.
And is that like full ocean depth, or is that here where it's 100 meters?
Oh, probably deep ocean.
Okay.
I think, I think if I say any real numbers, I'm
Yeah,
going to
so
be
you can just dial in a
making
number
them up.
that's
So.
faster than you want to go. And
Well,
yeah,
something that I found.
then you don't have to reach over and.
Sorry, I'll let
they,
them finish.
they fall really slowly. It's like on the order of meters per day, I think.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think is really cool from a different expedition that I was on is thinking about underwater canyons, and that there are actually like landslides in these turbulent flows that can be like almost avalanches of marine sediment that can travel down underwater canyons. And it's a way that kind of, instead of this steady trickle of snow, marine snow and sediment falling down, that they can be these, massive deposits of food down in the deep sea all of a sudden. And, it's really important in the carbon cycle, that both this kind of slow, steady rain and then also these like really big deposits all of a sudden.
Some of the really big landslides that happen underwater, which happen the same way they do on land, can also be tsunamigenic.
Oh,
Which is a
really?
great vocabulary word.
It is. Great adjective.
Yeah, both like the sediment and the rock. One of the expeditions I loved was when we were working in Puerto Rico, looking at the kind of the scarp faces of the Puerto Rico Trench and trying to determine if there were, if we could see any evidence of it being an underwater rock fracture that would have caused some of those big tsunamis.
Just to be aware here, then the terrain is going to start raising here.
Also, in fact, very close to where we are right now, in like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, we looked for evidence of
Terrain should be
tsunamigenic
coming up
rock
pretty
slides.
quickly here. So just
don't wanna
be
talk
ready
over them.
to
no
raise
problem.
a bit.
Pause.
I do have the bridge stopping just past our point, and then we'll get settled in.
Yeah, off the coast of Catalina, they were looking for evidence of slumping of big slides of sediment that could have caused tsunamis off the coast of California.
Currently not.
Historically.
Very cool.
I've got more speed dialed in than I had earlier.
So, Randy, could you give us a little update how far we are from our goal?
Only a few minutes. We're just going to get settled in here. Just after this raise here, we're going to come back down to the sea floor. So only a few minutes and get set back up, everything. Do
Perfect.
some resets and whatnot.
Awesome. I want to point out a cool new feature of the website.
Did I hit up? I thought I went forward. No, I didn't. I shouldn't have hit nothing. I just entered the value.
So, cool new feature of the website for all the viewers at home. If you haven't looked at this yet, go look at it right now. If you click on the team page, underneath the team page, it will take you to a combination of 10 little pictures right at the beginning. And these are our new career pages. This is content that's going to be updated throughout the year, and as we add highlight videos for every single role. But it talks a little bit about kind of what each of the jobs are on Nautilus and some of the different ways that you can train for a job like that, and different education pathways or career pathways, what kind of your day-to-day looks like in each of those roles. And then there will be a video cut together by our education outreach team and our video editors, including Jessica, who is on board right now as a video engineering intern. So each of those roles will actually have a highlight video, which is really fun. And expect those up in the first couple expeditions here as we roll the year out. So those will help answer some of those questions
That's
of like,
great.
what do you do on the boat? How'd you get to have a job like this?
It's funny. I think it was breakfast recently. Jessica was saying to some of our ROV crew that she knew them from having worked on these videos. And the ROV crew was like, wait, what are the videos? And she said, oh, it's when you were explaining like what the job is and how you got started and everything. And all of them were like, when did I ever do that? I have no recollection of that. And it was within, you know, it's just, there's a lot of memories you create at sea, and something like that can slip through the cracks, I think.
And we were,
Oh,
you know,
there's
cool
we
one.
just passed a Tina
Ooh.
4.
Yeah.
Here's a few more of them, I think. Yeah.
Are those Tina
cone-
4s?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it's too
Cone
bad because
jellies.
the light pole doesn't really, you know, illuminate them the way
Yeah,
we
looks
would
like
want.
he's stopped and we're slowly approaching here.
Yeah, and it's been really fun to work on that project because we're pulling interviews from, you know, as long as I've been associated with Nautilus. We're
yeah.
going back because there's so many interviews, you know, and to start to pull those into a product. We'll have to do movie night
I
someday.
have people onboarding interns and engineers watch a video, watch several videos, but one of them is being talked through a typical vehicle launch and recovery. And it's described by Todd Gregory.
Yes, I know exactly the video.
And so it's always a good way to understand what we're doing.
Definitely. Jessica was also surprised. She was like, there's really no footage of the video engineering position. I was like, because who do you think is shooting all the videos
Right.
about the
Yeah, I
other
know.
positions? So
No.
she's out here. She's going to be after you, Ed.
Yeah, not a worry. We have a leg that's perfectly suited for that too. Coming up.
Definitely.
Bridge nav. If you just hit current position and then try to set that new position again, it may help. Because we're currently going north. Yeah, try that out, see if it works.
Are we measuring anything like salinity or DO?
Yes, we do have dissolved oxygen sensor and CTD as well.
Do you know where I can see that?
There is a internal web page that you could see that on.
Oh,
Also,
that's
it's on,
right.
It's on the Herc sensor page
The
as
Herc
well.
okay, I
If you need
can
something super live.
Yeah, well, I'm just curious.
So we are going to settle back down. You're going to hear Rennie and Robert and Gabby settling the ROVs back down.
Why don't we just go by all like legal first names? Edward and
Edward, Robert,
Renato.
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle.
Megan.
Renato.
Yeah.
Renato.
Aubrey. Yep.
It's not Aubrielle.
Oh.
So Aubrey, when we get to the site, I'd like to do a reset of DVL to the USBL fix. I know that we have to kind of check in with you. Is that all right? I can't hear you. Are you
Are you on SPL?
SPL there?
Talking to it?
Oh, sorry. Hi. Yes.
Yes.
That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
She made a great Hal joke before.
I was
that,
gonna.
though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Michael. I can't let you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Because we're quite off from our position.
Just let me know when so I can shut off recording.
Sure, I'll let you know.
Aubrey, you didn't get an introduction earlier.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I was getting coffee.
It's totally fine. But now's the perfect time.
Does that mean
It is, yeah, it is name, role, how long you've been on Nautilus, and a food that you are particularly enjoying while being on Nautilus. Yes.
Do I have a half a second to think about that? Because that is a tough question.
Yeah, sure. Mostly we just throw everybody under the bus and make them answer
Okay, well then we'll
immediately.
just go for it. Yeah, hi, my name is Aubrey Zanone. I am working the Echoscope. It's the new sonar that they put on the front of the Hercules ROV. We're using it to basically make a map of the cave entrances and measure those cave entrances in real time. And it's been going pretty well, I would say. And then the favorite food I think that I've had here so far, there's this one kind of soup. I don't even know what kind of soup that it is, but it's red and it has some stringy things in it. Borscht. Oh, the borscht was delicious. That was very, very good. And I don't know if I've ever had it before, so I'm going to have to say that that's the one.
The Nautilus makes a mean borscht.
It is great.
Yeah. Also, I'm glad. I feel like the red soup sometimes scares people off. So well done, being brave, jumping on that.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm going to revisit my answer too, because it's rare, very rare, but occasionally there's corn dogs. And Justin and I are all over the corn dogs. But it's so rare that I don't even ever assume.
Breakfast corn dog arrangement. That's like pretty
Is it
compelling,
safe to
don't
eat
you?
a rare
Oh
corn dog?
yeah, that's
usually
yeah,
come
that's
That's a pretty special dish.
because the corn dogs are served at breakfast when we do have them. So this is gonna gross people out. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
There's
I see bottom and Herc.
there's
bottom and
Nutella
Herc.
and bacon involved.
Yeah, we're still
Yeah,
up at
seafloor,
12
there it
Yeah,
is.
just double
Okay,
checking.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We should be fine. We're slowly now getting there. Once we set up, I'm going to sort out this clearly mislabeled point, mislocated point. Osborne F. There is certainly no cave there.
Looks like we lost the butt light on Argus.
Concur.
Argus
Stand
butt
by.
light. Or camera.
If you are watching on the quad channel, we have the bubble camera, which is a downward-facing camera, playing on the quad on the lower left. So you can actually see the seafloor there as we've
Yeah, I'm not
reacquired
seeing
it.
a camera there.
Oh, it's the camera that's out.
Can you cycle it?
Gabby, watch your sub bottom.
Yep. Gotcha. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Let's look at that in a little bit.
I'll look at the butt light or the butt
Yeah.
camera in a second. Yeah, we're moving fast.
If you start to come to your port, drive that way.
So we're at some volcanic bottom now.
Well, currently we're pretty
Ooh,
close to the
there's
bottom, so
an
the range that you're
organism.
seeing here is only...
Sponge fish. A few fishes.
I'm getting tugged around.
5
so I
meters
can't,
or so, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's going out to 30. Yeah, that's the ping. That's the ping volume. So hypothetically, we could see all of that. Oh no, this is real time. This
Bridge
is history. Yes, yes, that's called a mosaic. So that.
Did you switch into
Ooh,
manual?
That was a cool fish
Yeah.
out there in the middle.
No, I just
Another
we're going a bit
rockfish.
too fast for the vehicles.
It's like a ling cod.
Yeah, thank
down
you.
there.
So a little slower. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
speckly fish.
Ling cod for the factoid that they don't have a swim bladder.
Okay, let's all just raise up
Like,
a bit. Be safe.
Cabazon.
I'm
You don't have any
gonna
cabins on down
increase your
here, I don't think.
sector situation.
So you mentioned that the fish didn't have a swim bladder. Just an interesting note for folks that are new to acoustics. If a fish has a swim bladder, you can see them a lot easier in sonar because the air and the gas in the swim bladder reflects a lot of that sonar energy back.
Historically, when people were using the sonar, There were times when they detected a bottom, and it actually turned out that that bottom was a school of fish. So it was like a false bottom.
Oh, yeah,
on sonar.
Yeah, totally.
That can happen.
And it's a whole new branch of fishery science, really. Well, not new, but you know, kind of a great example of technology moving a field of research forward in that you can use sonars to ping off fish, see schools of fish without having to fish for fish to know how a population of fish is happening, is going up or down, which is kind of a traditional fishery science method.
Bridge nav.
Yeah. Part of my
Let's just hold position here and we'll get stable and then we'll step over to our point that we want.
part of my
Thank
thesis
you.
work actually involved catching a number of different fish species on coral reefs, and then I would take them to a CT scanner and make 3D models out of their swim bladders to predict acoustically what they might look like.
I'm all set up now.
Oh, cool.
I'm not pulling on you anymore.
Sometimes on the boat I work on, they say you can see sturgeon using the side scanner. But I've yet to see that myself.
Did you guys catch that? I'm holding position here and I'm going to
Roger.
step over to where we're at. Seem to be drifting quite a bit, so.
Okay, that should give you a little bit more leash. I'm just gonna try and match the ship's heading a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That looks better.
At the beginning of the dive, I think we were seeing pyrosomes.
Yeah, I saw one.
Yeah, you
Or
have.
especially closer to the
Okay,
surface.
let me check it on a scope.
Excited about
Copy,
this.
thank you.
Video's off comms for a moment.
Yep.
So, Aubrey, was any of your work with...
Go ahead, Bridge.
Oh, pause.
Yes, thank you. And it looks like maybe we'll have to change heading more into the current once we get there. Thank you.
Aubrey, is any of your work with Scan All Fishes, Adam Summers' CT fish scanning group?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part of that.
Oh, was any of your research with the Scan All Fishes team?
No, actually,
So
it was not. My research was at Florida International University with
Nice.
Dr. Kevin Boswell. A lot of not necessarily independent work, but not with that particular group.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're coming roughly south with the ship. Roughly south.
Okay, I don't think you need to get too much more out in front of me, Bob. Okay. I'm not coming down anymore. Are you? Okay.
She's above some terrain, and you are not.
I'm still 20 meters off.
Yeah, I just mean if we.
Yeah, yeah. Appreciate that, Renee. Thank you. You don't have any access to my altitude data over there, do you?
I just look at your delta, and then, and sub bottom usually is what I.
Okay, so
look
you can
I
see.
can see it
Okay.
roughly.
Awesome.
Scale of 50, yeah.
Oh, I can do. That's right. I still have control of engineering.
Is the right term for all these fish hanging out near the bottom demersal? They're not like actually sitting on the bottom.
Rennie, I changed the range to 30.
Okay, roger that, thank you.
I believe, yeah. I mean, versus pelagic. I think.
Versus
I think
benthic.
yeah. I think those three words typically are kind of like pairs of words.
The
Triplet. So the team kind of settling out back here at the new 70-meter transit. So we took over this watch as we were on the way here. This is a paleo shoreline, meaning it was an ancient shoreline, meaning we're tens of thousands of years
Got
back.
it. Thank you.
We are, the oceans were, sea level was at a different level. The oceans were at a different sort of baseline depth, and that was because of, think about the last ice age, saber-toothed tigers, woolly mammoths, all of those images that come to mind, and a whole lot of ice. And if you want to make ice the size of North America and the size of a lot of other currently land parts of the Earth, you need a lot of water, and that water budget comes out of the ocean. So the ocean level was lower than it is right now. The wave action at that time carved shorelines similar to the shorelines you see along the beach in high energy wave environments.
Right there, Bob. So you can probably hold there, and the ship is, Argus will kind of set up more behind you.
Yeah, I'm still pretty high above you. I'm trying
better
to figure
way.
out how pointy the strain is, because there's a lot of structure here.
Yeah, you are starting to approach flat bottom if you look at the HIPAC screen.
Okay.
And once we get down there, we'll do a DVL reset.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still coming down slowly. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably safe.
Yeah, things are looking okay.
Bridge, nav.
That's
Can
what
we
I'm
hold
talking about.
position? Thank you. All right, so we'll hold here once we get all sorted and happy with our headings and tether lengths and whatever. We'll start to approach the G cave again.
Come down just a little more. Yeah.
So we've been diving the first
The
half of that
ship's
dive
still
here at the
headed off
70,
away from
or
you.
the 110 meter
Yeah,
contour, and
so
now we're
it'll
going to be
take
at
a bit
70.
to slow and come back. We have opposing winds and current at this surface, so, and we're not headed into either of them. So once they pick an optimal heading there, it should be all right.
Is he gonna end up backing up with the ship once he settles out?
I think so, a little bit.
Okay, we're still stretched out here. Okay, ship's coming back.
There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Still might get a little tugged as we're sorting out, but then we'll reacquire G.
I keep forgetting that we're like only 50 meters down, 60 meters down, so like
Everything's
this is
very
not
immediate.
Yeah, this is
stretched
so
way out.
different.
Yeah, it's real different.
So I have.
So
Alright,
are
so
we
your heading
about,
is 225.
Are we about where we're going to be looking for this cave?
Yes.
Okay.
Just roughly. So your heading is 225, and there's showing stuff kind of behind issue. Okay, I could sort of believe that. Yeah.
Video, just for my notes, what did you end up doing to resurrect the butt cam?
We've been having some issues with Argus butt.
Okay.
It's just the analog composite camera
Oh,
issue.
just losing a sync or something?
So yeah, because the isolating transformer takes that out.
Okay.
And so I ran it through an alternate converter to go from composite analog to serial digital.
Okay, Bob, now that we're kind of stable, could you go on Auto XY for just a minute, and we'll
Yep.
get a good
And
fix for you?
Luckily, we brought 6 different solutions to the table in the off season to solve that problem.
Okay.
And we identified some modern technology that is able to handle it. And so that's what we'll be switching over to at some point.
This dive is slated.
Let's make any turns counterclockwise to manage wraps.
Yep.
This dive is slated to continue until 4 a.m. So if you are just joining, or if you cannot get enough of these paleo shorelines, you have plenty of time left. Our whole watch team and one more full watch team before we plan to recover this dive.
I'll be here for all of that. Stay tuned.
You're in the zone.
In the zone, man. Just
it's
grinding it out.
It's ed time.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob,
like
when
there's
you're
a lot
ready,
of
come out of
krill
auto
or
XY, we'll do
something.
the
Yeah,
DVL
something.
reset.
Out.
Yeah, a
Out
little
of auto
UFUC.
XY, proceed, DVL reset.
It
Should
just
be
happened,
good.
huh?
Yes.
Nice.
Is that okay back there?
I would-
Sorry,
it's-
did I not give you enough warning?
It's okay.
Yeah. So that's the end of that one. Yeah. Cut that file out.
Yeah. Take that last 20 seconds off. For our viewers checking in with us about the Great Lakes expedition, so Nautilus has not been in the Great Lakes, but some of our team is there now doing a mapping operation with some mapping tools and technology from our partners, the University of New Hampshire and the Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary team. So hello to all of that team. If you want to learn more about that work, check out the expedition and then go all the way to the bottom to the Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary work.
Go ahead, Bridge.
They're there mapping now. Simultaneous operations, which is really exciting.
Okay, yeah, we'll stay here for now, and then we'll slowly approach, and I'll let you know. Is this heading okay for you? Or would you like to change heading? Yeah. Do whatever heading the ship needs to be in, we should be fine.
Does this reef have a particular name?
Yeah, it's okay for now, yeah. Sorry, Aubrey, again, for not giving you proper warning there.
That's okay. Just want to know what I should save this project as.
Yeah.
So where are we going?
I don't think
so
we're gonna
we're
hear the
heading
question.
to Cave G. We'll acquire that and then get a back up on a distance that's okay for Aubrey.
Yeah.
And start scanning.
All right, so
so
head
let's-
that way?
Yeah, let's approach there. I may need to bump the ship a little bit closer, but
Yeah.
Cave G, here we go.
vehicle on this.
Stay by.
Yeah, there does appear to be.
No
really-
idea.
Well, they're
Yeah.
lying.
It does look like that. Yeah. Yeah. That's front. What we call front. That's up there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually going to put it on a button over there so that when we do a zoom from Argus, you can switch over to that and still do tether management. Yeah. So I'm going to put it like right here.
So Bob, that cave should be at 70 meters. So as we get over to it, we may have to climb a bit to get to it. But we'll start here at the bottom and try to figure it out.
Okay.
Oh, do you want it? Yeah, you can. No, it's fine. Doesn't matter either way.
I don't think you can do it. I don't think you have the capability.
There's not enough capability. Not enough capability.
Capability.
We'll have to route it out. Yeah.
Well, if I yank on it harder than I just did, I'm afraid it's gonna.
Yeah, that's on a
Gonna-
USB extension cable, but I retied it, so if you pull too hard, it tightens it.
Yeah, it ain't gonna go.
Oh, 5 seconds.
So we have been at this cave before. This is a site that we've identified from our previous surveys in the area. this was part of the really exciting discoveries of last year, realizing that sort of the hypothesis and the idea that we could find these caves at the paleo shorelines as expected came to fruition. We actually found them. So we saved, flagged this site as one to return to with this new technology with our Coda Octopus echoscope, and get a better view, continue with the technology testing in the development of an autonomous, much smaller technology, a much smaller tool, end effectors, you might hear them called, or vehicles, an autonomous small little ROV that could go into caves and continue answering more questions. These UFOs shrimp are attracted to the lights, getting thicker and thicker. We're gonna need like one convenient whale to come in here and just take them out.
Where's Aquaman when you need him?
This is a quality question. Where is Aquaman?
Yeah, so Bob, we can try to strafe to port a bit at this depth. If you, hold on, I'm just working out this other thing.
The little.
There we go. There we go, Larry. That makes a bit more sense, right, for that one. Yeah, so there was a mistype in the...
So are we in the wrong spot here?
No, we're good for this one. Yeah, let's zoom in a bit here. It flattens out a little bit there. I think it's going to be, if we strafe over to port, yes, see about that. So the targets have been pretty dead on, so I'm hoping that continues here.
Yeah, not seeing...
Let's try to drive straight forward at your current heading. We'll go to where the target was laid and see if we have an issue there. Do you want me to bump Argus a bit closer?
I think it's
Oh,
we're not going
is this
very
it?
far, right?
Larry? Is this it?
I'm gonna change your scanning sector width to be just forward.
Be to the
now.
right. But a little bit up.
On Herc, correct? Yes, roger. There we go. And we have 10 on Mezzo
Yeah, I'm not
as
sure
well.
that's the key either.
Okay, let's...
I'm seeing that same thing, yeah.
Hey, Gabby and Robert. I had another short dropout of video from Argus Zeus, which I've been having all dive.
Okay.
About
I'm gonna
3.81
check
meters
the,
across. You can measure it straight across. Yeah.
Bob, are you okay if I take away your sequence for a second?
Yeah.
Right, and you just want to shoot down. in here.
It's not very big. So,
Yeah.
case.
Bob, he's been having some dropouts from.
Yeah. You're gonna have to restart the Argus topside to get that.
Can I do that right now?
Well, it'd be easier to ask the SCF
I
to do it.
I can do it.
Okay.
Are you? Is this a good time?
Yeah, it's a great time.
Okay, I'll go hit it. Ready?
Ready?
Bob, coming on in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
So this is a much smaller cave, hey?
Well, I'm about to pull up a photo of it.
All right, double check.
Yeah, take a look. Why not?
Okay, we have topside back.
I think you lost your auto head though.
Thanks.
You might, yeah.
Got it back.
Gee, I wonder what kind of rockfish that is. Only because that's the hardest question to answer in all of oceanography.
The world's hardest question. There are hundreds of species of rockfish, and you tell the difference between like the
ages
general
of them, too.
spacing of like
Right.
the third and fourth spine.
And not only that, but they school together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
it's
then
not just like, oh, these are golden.
the juveniles look different from,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Maybe 2 dB change in receive power.
And the juvenile of one species looks exactly like the adults of another.
Another.
I think we started with -13 and now it's -15.
I really am curious how they speciated.
Yes. That's a good question.
All right. So where are we going here?
I think we might have been on the right track. Yes, actually, if you go forward a bit, and
Yeah, we started at -12 and -13 and we're to -14 and -15.
there we go, right in here, and we'll just see where this tops out, because this is the photo that I have. I can show you it, Larry, if you like.
Great. Okay, thanks.
We're really needing a filter feeding predator right now.
All right, so I think we're in the relatively correct location here.
Mhm.
We'll just have to. Yeah. When.
Roger. That's over there.
Sorry. What would you like? Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Oh, there's big
Roger,
fish in
yeah,
there.
So we're at 10 meters right now. We'll go to 5. That's 8 meters. Okay.
So you may hear a couple more voices joining the van here. A couple more folks ready to come in as we've acquired this cave and we're ready to start that echoscope testing. Oh, you are looking at an ancient sea cave here just in front of us. Oh, well, an ancient shoreline cave. Currently a sea cave, fully submerged.
I must be panned off to right, huh?
What's that, Bob?
Is this what it?
Oh, that's 10 meters at the farthest extent? Nope, 2 meters per. It's 10 meters.
So about 10 meters before you finally can shoot. So they're getting 10 meters.
hand over to the right and what? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Do we want to go up and what are we doing? Yeah.
And that's it. Okay.
Do we want to?
So, Aubrey, what kind of setup are you doing, or are you already acquiring sonar things? Oh, sorry, you're not on SPL.
Oh, sorry.
There you
No
go.
need for you to apologize. I'm sorry, I was not on it. We are acquiring data currently. We're pretty close to the entrance, so I'm not getting a holistic view of it, but we are seeing the cave entrance there. It looks like we're sliding a bit to the right. Bob, go ahead and back up 15 meters and try to stay as close to the ground as you feel comfortable. We're going to need to look up into this.
You might get below the ledge here and not be able to see in there.
So we're going to angle it back up.
So cool view there. You can actually see
might have to tuck
the
back up
echo
on
scope
that.
in the top of the Hercules.
So there's your
you
hole.
can see it tilting.
I didn't realize that tilted.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
got
cool.
a smoother tilt head than the camera does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I think is really cool is you don't have to set one orientation, just like actively tilting it to change where the point cloud is.
You want to move to the left, Bob. Keep facing straight onto that cave hole. Keep your distance. It's perfect so far.
Thanks everyone for letting us know about the audio on the quad. Go ahead and try refreshing your browser and double check that you don't have a couple tabs open, but we have also logged the issue here.
Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of fish. Gonna blow through them here.
So how does that impact what it looks like on your end, having all the little shrimp in front of you?
Well, we can pick them up if we want to, but we can selectively choose to exclude things that don't give off as strong of a signal as something like the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm choosing not to see the majority of those fish.
Yes.
All right, now we could go raise up just a little bit, maybe 2 to 3 meters. See what that looks like. And we'll need to keep panning left as well, just maybe another 3 to 5 meters.
You want to step left? I don't think we're moving as much as you think that we are, because I've only gone like maybe a half a meter in any direction.
You want to step left or pan the vehicle left?
Step left, sorry.
Step left, okay.
No, take it. I'm just going to move half a meter to port.
Roger that.
Tell me if that looks like something for you. Is that enough or you want more?
So we're going to want to keep slowly stepping left and then angle into the mouth of the cave. So
Okay.
Bob, if you want to come see this. So as he's panning across here, this is the view that we're getting up into the cave itself. Okay.
So it's pretty cool here if you're watching on the main feed on channel 1 of our 3-channel options on the website, is that if you look right along the top, that's the light bar. You can see a couple bright lights there, and then you can see the base of
Keep stepping left, Bob.
You can see the base of the echo sounder there, and as well as the bubble camera. So that's the kind of round bit, and then you'll watch it like right now moving up and down.
And go ahead, pan starboard slightly.
And
Good.
so this is kind of like painting the rock face. You're going to move it up, you're going to move it down. We're going to move the vehicle side to side. Those are the steps you're hearing, stepping a set number of meters in one direction or another. And that's giving us that full coverage.
Okay, what I'd really like to do is back off maybe 10 to 15 meters, then hold
Bless you.
station.
Hey Avery, would you check your mic? I think it might be a little close to like your nose for breathing.
Who's that?
Maybe Avery? I'm not sure. I just heard breathing and I'm...
It could have been me.
Okay. I was like,
I don't.
I was like, we love your breathing, but I was like, I can
Well,
hear
I'll
someone's
mute
breathing
myself for
pattern. Oh no, don't mute yourself. Just maybe move it a smidge away. Or a smidge down towards your chin.
Or a smidge.
Or just a smidge in whatever direction you so choose.
Okay, we're still need to just keep backing off as you can.
As I pan or as I can?
Just keep
Right.
slowly backing off and I'll let you know.
Okay.
I think Ken with it, Charlie.
Charlie can.
Charlie can.
The can. I'd love to do a zoom on these
I'd
krill or
love
whatever
to.
they are
They're
if
so
I can.
cool. So, Aubrey, a question for you. Would it be better to turn the lights off to run your echo scope? Could you talk us through a little bit about what difference they make swirling in front?
Well, the lights wouldn't interfere with the echo scope, so the echo scope functions with sound, so it's sending out sound waves through the water column and then listening for the echoes coming back. It's like screaming in a canyon. You can hear it, but it's as if you could measure the strength of your scream coming back and use that to determine, how far away something was. And so that's the basics of what a sonar is. And so the light itself isn't necessarily having an effect. Now,
Just attracting the shrimp, which are having some
yeah,
effect.
I was going to say, if I were to say that it would help with the shrimp, I'm not really picking them up. I'm blowing through them at the moment. We're able to adjust the sensitivity for what we can and cannot see, and I have excluded the shrimp that are giving a very weak return back to the echoscope.
What's your operating frequency, Aubrey?
Currently 375 kilohertz.
Do you use the sound speed directly from Herc CTD?
Yes, we are.
Cool.
What sound speed, Rennie? Tell us.
That would be the speed of sound through whatever medium, in this case water. When you're operating shipboard multi-beam sonar or any sonar really, you're interested in the entire water column, the sound speed as it changes through the water column based on temperature, salinity, and depth. But an instrument like this where we're already at the bottom and we have kind of a more consistent sound speed according to those variables, then I would suspect that it wouldn't vary too much. And also we're looking horizontally through the water column rather than and at very short distances.
And it's nominally about 1,500 meters a second.
Yep. Yep.
In water, in this water.
Okay, Bob, if we could keep on going
Salt
back
water,
like
yep.
we are, and then also raise up slightly.
All right.
Backing up, raising up, Roger.
Beep, beep.
Me too,
beep.
Gabby, sorry. They told me to
Oh
tell
no,
Bob.
I'm not doing any backing up. I just have to come up with him.
Got it.
I'm
make sure you heard
I'm
us.
just observing. I feel included. Don't worry, Aubrey.
Ed feels included by getting to make the backup noise.
Yes. I always enjoy that. Turn on the hydrophone.
I mean, this is such a great example of, you know, we are getting our clearest picture using sound, not visuals, by backing away, which is typically the opposite of what we want. If we want to see something clearly when we're using our lights and our
We might
visual
come up
systems, you know, you sneak real close.
I'd say you can keep going up about another 5 meters. And then you can stop backing off.
Stop backing up.
Yep.
And then with this tool, this acoustic tool, you know, stepping back, getting a broader perspective is actually giving us that best picture. We'll be sharing some of these images, some of these mosaics of these landscapes as they are available. I think it'd be really cool to do some side-by-sides of our visual and acoustic imagery or mosaics of this region. So we'll work on getting this onto the website as the images and the data are available to share.
Yeah, so Aubrey, do you typically visualize that as point cloud, or do you do a tin mesh or something like that?
This is a point cloud at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a series of XYZ files, or XYZ points. And for those of you wondering what that is, X and Y are the latitude and longitude, so the positional information in a horizontal plane. And Z is the depth. So you simply have those 3 coordinates, and you can put all those points together and make a coherent image.
So how's this depth?
That depth is good. Just for fun, I'd really like to make sort of a straight pass just over the top of it. So if we could raise up maybe another 5 to 10 meters.
I
and
haven't
then
been moving anywhere near that much. In
maybe
the
raise up.
vertical plane.
Yeah.
We've only changed by like 2 meters total.
Well, we've
So
moved
that would be a lot, I think.
maybe, hang on one second, let me take a measurement.
While we're hanging here, Bob, can I do a quick zoom in these?
Yeah.
Look at them go.
So yeah, raise up about 3 meters.
Coming out.
And then let's slowly drive forward towards it and just stay at that same depth as we go across it. I'll get a top-down view of it.
Okay.
Thanks everyone letting us know about the audio on the quad. We do have it noted. It's a compiling issue, sure. So we'll check our systems here, but also alert the team sending out the video once it lands on land, because all looks well here. So go ahead and
Is this a
refresh
good
your browser,
speed?
or definitely watch on channel 1
It's
or
a good
2.
speed.
But not more than that.
Yeah, but not more. Multiple tabs.
Okay, if we can stop here for just a moment, please.
Right. I'll stop.
And then I would like to pan left and then pan right just to get a wider view of the surrounding area.
Okay, and that's by changing heading, not...
Changing heading, correct.
Okay.
I don't know if Scott's on a headset back there, but People are asking if we could 3D print these cave structures, and I know Scott School has a bunch of 3D printers. Gabby, you've 3D printed things that you have mosaicked before.
Sure have. Actually, I personally haven't, but some of my lab mates have.
Your data has been. Yeah.
My data that was.
Is that enough heading?
That was 3D models of underwater scenes.
To starboard?
3D
Let's